We are about to watch the final two episodes of the first season of House of the Dragon. I am equally excited and sad and nervous. It's a lot of things going into this one. I'm so sad that I'm gonna have to wait now for season two. I'm nervous about how this is going to come to an end, if we're gonna get a crazy cliffhanger, because I'm not chill about cliffhangers when I have to wait to see what happens with them. But I am also excited to be up to date with you guys in this little journey and knowing exactly what's going on. And so I have my notes as always. We left off with, I think, Viserys finally dying. Viserys wasn't a bad dude. He kind of wasn't the greatest king, but he wasn't a terrible king. He got through it. There at the end, with his last conversation, he thought he was talking to Rhaenyra, which I thought that this was what was happening, but you guys instilled it that I was correct in thinking this in the comments. He thought he was talking to Rhaenyra at the end there, but he was actually talking to Alicent, and he was explaining to Rhaenyra that she is the chosen prince from Aegon's dream and that he believed it was real and everything. So, I don't know what Alicent took from that. Now I'm kind of nervous about what Alicent might be up to. I'm still nervous about the presence of, what's his name? Larys. He scares me. I feel like he might be a big player in these last two episodes. I'm curious to see if Princess Rhaenys is going to become a bigger player in these last two episodes. I'm nervous about, what kind of chips are going to fall now that I believe Viserys is dead. There's a lot to get through. I also am just now realizing and wondering, with Game of Thrones, the episode 9s were the big deal where a bunch of stuff went down, and then the episode 10s were kind of always the fallout of the episode 9s. And now I'm wondering if this is going to be the same type of formula, or if that was just a Game of Thrones thing. Like, I wonder if I'm about to step into something crazy with this episode 9, It's called the Green Council. The Green Council, as in war. Let's get started. Okay, yeah, he's dead. I don't know why, but the aroma, I can't smell the episode. The aura of the episode is giving death, so.
Who knows?
My handmaiden Talia. Some of the servants.
Are they gonna try to act like he isn't dead?
He told me you wish for Aegon to be king.
Yeah.
What is it that could not await an hour? Was Dawn invaded?
The king is dead.
We grieve for Viserys the Peaceful, our sovereign.
Am I to understand that members of the small council have been planning secretly to install my son without me?
My queen, there was no need to sully you with darkling schemes.
I will not have this. I will not believe that he said this on his deathbed, alone with only the boy's mother as a witness.
Yeah.
This is seizure. This is theft. I care not. I will have no part. Down!
What the heck?
Cast down your sword.
I will not suffer insults to Her Grace the Queen.
There was no insult to me, Sir Chris. You put aside your blade.
So Kristen's got some issues. The heck?
The former heir cannot, of course, be allowed to remain free and draw support to her claim.
You mean to imprison her?
She and her family will be given the opportunity to publicly swear obeisance to the new king.
She will never bend the knee.
Yeah.
What do you suggest, Your Grace?
Time is of the essence.
I don't even know what the best thing to do here is. I mean, personally, I want Rhaenyra. I don't even know. I definitely don't want Aegon.
I recognize no authority but the king's, and until there is one, I have no place here.
Your father.
There is a beast beneath the boards.
Oh, my dearest love.
Where's the prince?
Forgive me, Lord Hand. I do not know.
Well, you're sworn to protect him. Bring him to me and me alone, Sir Eric.
Cole needs me, Mother. Sir Eric isn't the only one who knows Aegon's doings.
Has he been here? Earlier, perhaps?
Quite a bit earlier.
Years ago, in fact.
But more recently.
His tastes are known to be less discriminating.
You once swore your banners to Rhaenyra. You must now pledge them to the future king.
I must confer first with my house on this matter.
You'll not leave this room without declaring your intention.
House Fell keeps its sworn oath to the princess.
Very well.
We're about to just kill them? What the heck?
Aegon. One of many, I'd wager.
Oh man.
It is I, the younger brother, who studies history and philosophy. It is I who trains with the sword, who rides the largest dragon in the world. It is I who should be...
I can take you to Prince Aegon.
What?
Rather, I'm sent by one who knows where he is.
Impossible.
I think he will wish to hear what the White Worm can tell him.
You've spent many hours with the Queen of late.
There's no reason those hours cannot, in the end, benefit you.
And you're usurping the throne. It was my husband's dying wish. Believe it or no, it is of no consequence. Aegon will be king. If it's Driftmark you want, you shall have it. For you and your granddaughters to pass on as you see fit. You are wiser than I believed you to be. You desire not to be free, but to make a window in the wall of your prison. Have you never imagined yourself on the Iron Throne?
I actually don't think she has, which is crazy. Alicent's on the Iron Throne. I don't think I would hate that. As long as Otto wasn't her hand.
I want an end to the savage use of children in flea bottom.
Okay.
They're forced to fight and worse.
I look into it. You have my word.
I look into it doesn't feel like enough.
There is no power but what the people allow you to take.
Well, this is what she's been up to. I forget her name, starts with the M, I think. She is Daemon's ex of sorts, and she's been getting information from Talia, is that her name? The like maid or something, servant to Alicent. I don't know, I thought that was so funny. Having to take the time to run down the stairs to start fighting again. Sorry.
I have no wish to rule, no taste for duty, I'm not suited. You'll get no argument from me.
Yeah.
We'll find a ship and sail away, never to be found.
I'm surprised Daemon isn't trying to help him. Maybe he will. Isn't trying to help him get out of here so that he can become king. I mean, I'm surprised they're not working together. Aegon doesn't want to be king. Aemon wants to be king. Just surprised they're not working something out between each other. But I feel like they will. It would be stupid if they didn't, right?
If she lives, her allies will mass behind her banners, looking for her return.
Then she must not return. My husband would have desired this mercy be shown to his daughter.
Your husband? Or you, his daughter's childhood companion?
Oh my god. Both.
Criston Cole will be named Lord Commander of the King's Guard.
Okay.
My son will be anointed tomorrow at dawn.
I have found out something you should know.
Oh boy.
There is a web of spies at work in the Red Keep. Your father knows this, but has left it in place. There is one way to destroy his advantage. It must be taken out at the head.
I assume this task falls within your expertise.
If you wish it, it will be done.
Mm-hmm. Why is he staring at her feet?
With me, Princess. I cannot let this treachery stand.
If I could get to the dragon pit, then...
No. They'll expect you there, Princess. You won't get past the gates.
Well, what about our dragon?
No, come.
Have the decency to look grateful.
Steadfastly, he upheld Rhaenys today.
He changed his mind.
He could have, but he never did. Because he didn't like me.
With his final breath, he whispered to me that you should take his place on the throne.
It's so frustrating that she mistook that.
Your grandfather, the Hand, will try to impress on you that Rhaenyra should be put to the sword. You must reject this counsel.
Please listen, Aegon.
You're your father's daughter.
Do you love me?
You imbecile.
Well, this can't just go perfectly, can it? I'm like waiting for the ball to drop right now. Aegon's about to become king, but I feel like it's not just going to be that simple. I feel like I don't know what could possibly happen, but I feel like something's going to happen.
Viserys the Peaceful is dead, but it is also the most joyous of days. For as his spirit left us, he whispered his final wish, his firstborn son, Aegon, should succeed him.
He has a kind of determination in his eyes now that makes me a little nervous. Oh God.
May the warrior give him courage.
The crown of the conqueror, passed down through generations. Let the seven bear witness. Aegon Targaryen is the true heir to the Iron Throne.
All hail his grace, Aegon, second of his name, King of the Andals and the Rhoynar and the First Men, Lord of the Seven Kingdoms, and Protector of the Realm!
Oh, it's a little power rush for him, isn't it? Is that Rhaenys? It's like I didn't expect it and I expected it at the same time. Like I just knew she was gonna be a big part of something. She could kill him right now if she wanted, right? I think that was the point. She was like, I can kill you right now, you know, but I'm choosing not to. Oh my God, and that's the, oh my God. So obviously she's sending a message, but what's her end goal here, right? That felt like a warning. That felt like an I'll be back moment, right? She's like, I have your lives in my hands right now, Rhaenys did, and all of the royalty. I have your lives in my hand right now, and I am choosing not to obliterate you. Bye for now. I'll be back. That's the vibe I was getting, right? I wonder if she's gonna go to Rhaenyra. Rhaenys and Rhaenyra teaming up. The White Worm, we find out, is Daemon's ex-fling. She wants to put an end to the brutality against kids, all like the fighting pits that are happening, which is crazy. Although now we have Lord Larys. I feel like Lord Larys is going to be killing her now, or at least trying to, because he had that conversation with Alicent about how there's a spy, this web of spies going on. Yeah, I feel like he's going to be trying to kill her, but I think if it ever comes down to White Worm and Larys, bye-bye. I think Larys is going to lose that one. Aegon's attitude in the end there about how he was taking all of the praise from the crowd, that's worrying. That's always worrying, isn't it? When someone lets the power go to their head a little too much, the little sword action, like, yeah, scream for me, love me. That's what I was getting from him. I think he you know what? I think Aegon has a desperate need to be loved. And I don't think he especially understands what true love is, given his history with women in general. You know, there's that. But then also the fact that he feels that Viserys never loved him and didn't even like him. He had that conversation with his mom, with Alicent, about how he felt no love from his father. He was like, there's no way he wanted me to be the king. And he didn't even like me. And then at the end there, he with that conversation with Alicent, he asked his own mother, who I think it is probably up in the air about I think Viserys loved all of his children, but I do think he had a special spot for Rhaenyra because of his belief in Aegon's dream. That's something obviously he can't explain to everyone. So because of that special spot he has for Rhaenyra, and especially having wanted her to be the heir, I can understand why Aegon would feel slighted by his father and feel like, oh, he doesn't love me. But I think he did. But then the fact that he even questioned his own mother, Alicent, at the end of that conversation in the carriage, he was like, do you love me? Of course, yes. She is yelling at him a lot, but like, that's what moms do. Like, I feel like there's no doubt in my mind that Alicent loves her children and wants the best for them. But the fact that he had to ask that and couldn't understand if his own mother loved him, I just think he is constantly seeking approval and validation and love from others. And I feel that him standing up on that platform and getting cheered on by the crowd, that was a big moment for him, and it makes me nervous. I think he's taking that approval from the crowd as a type of love, and maybe the only love he feels he's ever experienced in his life, because he clearly feels like he isn't loved by his own family. So now that he's finally like, okay, fine, I'll be king, and he's going up there and he's getting this approval from the crowd, yeah, makes me worried for him, because if he thinks that that's love, he's got a rough time ahead. And if that's, I don't know, I'm gonna leave it at that. Without further ado, I gotta see what the heck. I don't think Rhaenyra and Daemon were in this episode at all. My god. I need to see what the heck is going up with them. I need to see what the heck is going on with Rhaenys. What is the next one called? The next one is called The Black Queen. The Black Queen. There are a lot of possible queens we could be alluding to, or self-proclaimed queens. We could be talking about Alicent. We could be talking about Rhaenys. We could be talking about Rhaenyra. We could be talking about someone completely different who's deciding to be the Black Queen. I don't know. All right, here we go. I'm stressed. Oh.
The sea snake is going to die, isn't he?
I imagine so.
I get green sick before the ship even leaves the harbor. I'll just ruin everything. I'm not like you.
In what way, sweet boy?
I'm not so perfect.
Princess Rhaenys has just arrived on Dragonback.
I knew
She
Rhaenys
urgently
was coming
requests an
here.
audience with you and Prince Daemon.
Do they even know anything that's happened? Do they know that Viserys is dead?
Might we hope for news of Lord Corlys's recovery?
Viserys is dead. Aegon has been crowned as his successor. That war is not mine to begin. I only rushed this warning to you out of loyalty to my husband and to my house.
Okay, thanks.
The Greens are coming for you, Rhaenyra.
Her term is far from complete. This should not be happening.
It is fucking...
There's so many baby problems in this show, like birthing problems.
Whatever claim remains to me, you are now its heir. Naught is to be done but by my command.
Oh boy.
My mother has decreed no action be taken while she's abed.
Jace.
It's good you're
Daemon.
here, young prince.
What are you doing?
You're needed to patrol the skies on Virmax.
Did you hear what I said?
The ravens, Lord Artemis.
Daemon.
Summon Sir Stefan. Our Kingsguard are needed on the Dragonland.
I'm grateful for your long service to the crown. So I'm presenting you with a choice.
Quite a choice.
If you swear fealty now, only to later turn your cloaks, know that you will die, screaming.
I do not want Rhaenyra to die like this.
I mean no harm, brothers. I swear to ward the Queen.
My queen.
Oh, that's cool.
With Prince Daemon's acquiescence, I've already sent ravens to Lord Grover.
Lord Grover is fickle and easily swayed. He will need to be convinced of the strength of our position, and that we will support him should it come to war.
I'm going to treat with him myself.
What of Storm's End and Winterfell?
There has never lived a Stark who forgot an oath.
We shall pray for both you and your husband's support, just as we prayed nightly for the Sea Snake's return to good health.
True.
The Greens have dragons.
They have
as
3
well.
adults, by my count. We have Cyrax, Caraxes, and Meleys. Your sons have Virmax, Arax, and Tyraxes. We cut off the west, surround King's Landing with the dragons, and we could have every greenhead mounted on spikes before the fucking moon turns.
Your Grace. A lone galleon flying a banner of a 3-headed green dragon.
Alert the watchtowers, sight the skies.
I feel like we're just getting started. I don't like that this is the last episode.
Princess Rhaenyra.
I'm Queen Rhaenyra now.
Mm-hmm.
Acknowledge Aegon as king and swear obeisance before the Iron Throne. In exchange, His Grace will confirm your possession of Dragonstone.
I would rather feed my sons to the dragons than have them carry shields and cups for your drunken usurper cunt of a king.
Aegon Targaryen sits the Iron Throne.
You are no more hand than Aegon is king. Fucking traitor!
Queen Alicent has not forgotten the love you once had for each other.
Where is she, huh?
Sir Eric, bring me Lord Hightower so I may take the pleasure myself.
King's Landing will have my answer on the morrow.
The simple truth is this: we have more dragons than Aegon.
Viserys spoke often of the Valyrian histories. I know them well. I do not wish to rule over a kingdom of ash and bone.
Are you considering the High Tower's terms, Your Grace?
As Queen, what is my true duty to the realm? Ensuring peace and unity, or that I sit the Iron Throne no matter the cost?
That's your father talking.
My father's dead. Does the promise of war excite you?
You cannot bend the knee to the High Towers. They stole your birthright. Are you not angry?
Well, I should declare war because I'm angry.
No, because it's your duty as Queen to crush rebellion.
You know my oath reaches beyond our personal ambitions. The coming war against the darkness in the north, the conqueror's dream. Viserys shared it with me when he named to me heir.
Dreams didn't make us kings. Dragons did.
I had no other place to turn. I'd lost everything.
We lost Corlys.
That girl destroys everything she touches.
That girl is holding the realm together at present. Every man standing round the painted table urges her to plunge the realm into war. Rhaenyra is the only one who's demonstrated restraint.
Well, we would also hope to have the support of houses Arryn, Baratheon, and Stark.
Hope is the fool's ally.
Both Arryn and Baratheon share blood with my house, but all of them swore oaths to me.
As did House Hightower, if I remember.
As did you, Lord Corlys.
This Hightower treason cannot stand. You have the full support of our fleet and house. The consequence of my near demise in the Stepstones is that we now control them. I took care to fully garrison the territory this time.
If we're to have enough swords to surround King's Landing, we must first secure the support of Winterfell, the Eyrie, and Storm's End.
We should bear those messages. Dragons can fly faster than ravens.
Mm.
And they're more convincing.
Prince Jacaerys will fly north, First to the Eyrie to see my mother's cousin, the Lady Jane Arryn, and then to Winterfell to treat with Lord Cregan Stark for the support of the North. Prince Lucerys will fly south to Storm's End and treat with Lord Boros Baratheon.
Okay, wow. I'm scared. Why is there only 15 minutes left? Makes me nervous. I'm sweating.
You must take no part in any fighting. Swear it to me now.
I swear it.
I swear it.
Okay.
You'll be honored to host a prince of the realm and his dragon.
Oh, I hope he's okay.
I expect you will receive a very warm welcome.
I hope so. This is making me nervous.
Yes, Mother. Your Grace.
I'm like... Damon? What is he doing? Oh god. Why are we seeing this? What's gonna... Why?
Prince Lucerys Velaryon.
King Aegon at least came with an offer. My swords and banners for a marriage pact.
Oh, crap.
If I do as your mother bids, which one of my daughters will you wed? Boy?
No.
My lord, I am not free to marry.
Yeah.
Tell your mother that the Lord of Storm's End is not some dog that she can whistle up at need to set against her foes.
Wait.
My lord Strong, I want you to put out your eye. It's payment for mine.
Not here.
Give me your eye, or I will take it, bastard!
Not in my hall!
Oh my god, Aemon's dragon compared to Lucerys' dragon doesn't look so good. No, I know Aemon's dragon's about to pop up. Ah. No. There we go. One advantage of having a smaller dragon. I hope. Oh my god. Keep going. Get away. Oh my god. I loved Lucerys. Oh, it's time to go to war now. Oh my god. Oh no. No, 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 no. I do not want to wait another year. Oh no. I hope it's only a year. My god. Yeah, the next season is going to be... The next season is going to be, war. The next season is going to be war. I fear that, you know, a theme throughout this entire season has been the friendship, or previous friendship, between Rhaenyra and Alicent, and how genuine that was when they were younger, and how, because of circumstances, outside circumstances in both of their lives, they have drifted further apart. And I feel like no matter how far apart they drifted, I mean, all as far as they can, there's always this like invisible string tying them together that they always call back to each other and are like, okay, but remember, we are friends. We were friends. Like, what are we doing? I feel like they always had that little voice in the back of their minds, no matter what, even through the worst of it. And now with Aemond doing what he just did, accident or no accident, I do not think that Alicent and Rhaenyra have any hope in being friends in any way. The invisible string is completely cut, and this is war. Now I'm thinking about how they're going to pick up the next season. I want to see the immediate aftermath of what Aemond did on his side. You know, I want to see Aemond articulate himself on how he feels about what just happened. I want to see Alicent's reaction to that. I want to see his brother's reaction. I want to see everything. I need to see the second season right now, is basically all I'm saying. I didn't write down anything. I wrote down nothing. I don't know. You can see writing up here that was from the last episode. I wrote down nothing for this episode because I was just, I guess, tunnel vision into what was going on. Rhaenys, I'm happy she came through. I'm happy that Corlys has pulled through and Corlys has decided to be on team Rhaenyra. I feel like, yeah, sure, Rhaenyra isn't the perfect Iron Throne candidate. I don't think there is any perfect Iron Throne candidate. But when it comes to Rhaenyra versus Aegon, to me it's pretty clear about who I want up there, and it is Rhaenyra. The fact that, yeah, Rhaenys pointed out that she was the only one among everybody on her little team of people who wanted to keep a clear head and try not to go headfirst into war. I feel like that says a lot about Rhaenyra and her character. The fact that she too was like considering, because of Aegon's dream, the tale that her father told her about the threat from the north, I think she understands the importance of keeping the realm together and just keeping everyone united. And the fact that she considered stepping down from being queen or continuing her fight to get to the throne, because that is what is, you know, her right. The fact that she was considering giving that all up just to keep the realm united and allowing Aegon to take the throne without causing a war, that to me is why I am a Rhaenyra fan at this point. I feel like she thinks very logically. She has a deep connection with what her father passed down to her, and obviously Aegon's dream, we know, is true. And so I think it's really admirable of her to want to keep the realm together, even if that might mean she doesn't get to chase her own ambitions because of it. It's interesting to find out Daemon has no idea about any of that. That would explain why he doesn't care and he just wants to go right into war. I also just want to say that a lot of people were mentioning, I mentioned at the very beginning of me watching this series that me and my little sister are rewatching, well, she's watching Game of Thrones for the first time and I'm rewatching with her. And people mentioned that there was a moment in season 3 that had spoilers for House of the Dragon. And now I want to ask, can I watch season 3 now? We're just starting season 3, so can I watch season 3 now? Were the spoilers in Game of Thrones season 3 spoilers for the first season of House of the Dragon, or are they spoilers that are going to spoil seasons to come of House of the Dragon? Please let me know so I know what to do about that. I do think that I want to sit with this one. Obviously, sit with the season, sit with the episodes, sit with everything, and maybe in a couple months or leading up, I don't know, we could do a couple videos in between, but I would love to open up the floor to you guys as well and make a theories video when it comes to season 2 of House of the Dragon. I feel like that might be hard to do because a lot of people know the history of the Targaryens and know what's going to happen. I don't remember anything until Aries, so all of that before Aries, I have no idea what goes on. But if anyone else is in the same boat and you guys want to talk about what we think is going to happen in season 2 and theories and thoughts about season 1 and everything, I would love to make a video, or I'd probably I could post a Google Doc submission type thing on my community tab and have you guys submit things that you would want me to talk about or things that you want me to think about from season 1, theories you have for season 2, anything like that. I would love to make a in-between seasons type of video for this. So I will do that if that's something that you guys would be into. I don't know what's going to go on. We kind of got left hanging with Mysteria. Is that her name? The White Worm. We got left hanging with her. I'm sorry if I'm remembering her name wrong. We got left hanging with what the heck Lord Loras is going to end up doing. Oh, it's an interesting topic that they brought up, the idea of winning with men or winning with dragons. And I like what Rhaenyra said about, when dragons fight a war, it just causes total destruction, and she doesn't want to be the ruler of ashes, you know what I mean? And I totally get that. Like, I think dragons are a great accessory to war, but they shouldn't be depended on solely. As you can see with what just happened with Aemond. Like, his dragon didn't fully listen to him and got caught up in itself and ended up killing when he wasn't supposed to. So imagine if we just let dragons decide the fate of the war. That would be destruction. And now I'm afraid with the anger inside of Rhaenyra, is she just going to go full, like, let's release all our dragons on them. Let's burn everything. Let's kill them all. Is she going to descend into that type of darkness in her mind because of Lucerys' death? Because that would make me nervous. As much as I want her to, I do want war. Like, I do want her to challenge the throne. I also don't want it to turn into what it could when it comes to usage of all their dragons. They have the Baratheons on, not Rhaenyra, Aegon, and that side, the Hightower side, has the Baratheons on their side. I don't know what happened with the others that they were going to talk to. I don't know what happened with Jacaerys, how his meeting went. Like, I don't know what kind of numbers, people-wise, Rhaenyra is going to have on her side when we start this next season in this war. But I hope that it's significant because, yeah, I'm afraid of a dragon war. Well, I also know that dragons, by the time we reach Game of Thrones level, or Game of Thrones time period, dragons didn't exist anymore. Like, it was big, like Daenerys brought dragons back from the dead. And before that, there were like over 100 years where dragons didn't exist. And I actually don't remember what happened and why they went extinct. It's possible that there was some sort of dragon war and the dragons, I feel like the only way for dragons to go extinct is for the dragons to kill themselves off among a war of themselves. But maybe it was something else, but maybe it was this, I don't know. Did Ares, I think Ares had dragons. Yeah. I don't know. Oh God. Maybe it's good that I'm not up to date on my Targaryen history, because it's just going to make these next seasons all that more shocking to me, I guess. But yeah, please, I would say I really enjoyed this show. I obviously enjoy Game of Thrones more, and I think a good percentage of me enjoying this show is because it's part of that world that I fell in love with when it came to Game of Thrones. And so I feel like it definitely can get better from here. I feel like this first season was a lot of introductions to people and introductions to the history and how things are working, and us having to, and with how this season ended, it feels like this one was a lot of setup. I feel like season 2 is going to be a big action-packed one. So yeah, gosh, I think I'm going to leave it at that. I don't even know what else to say. I enjoyed the show. I will be watching for season 2. I will be watching I can finally, on social media, I'm going to finally open my eyes to the House of the Dragon side of social media and keep my tabs on what's going on. And, I wonder if filming has started. If you know anything about season 2, please let me know. If you know anything at all about the timeline of when we're supposed to get this next season, please do let me know all of your House of the Dragon knowledge, and let me know what you thought of this season, what you thought of the finale in particular. R.I.P. Lucerys. He was really cool. I always love characters who don't think they... This sounds a little weird, but I always love characters who don't feel that they deserve what they're given. Because, especially when they're royalty in some regard, or like a highborn, because it's so easy for them to just like take things for granted. But I feel like Lucerys was such a good soul. Like, he really wanted to do good by people, and he didn't feel like he deserved to be the Driftmark person, and only the good die young is how I feel about Lucerys. So that's unfortunate. Yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling now, and I will see you guys in the comments. And then I will see you guys very soon, in a couple weeks, with a new show reaction. I'll be doing more movie reactions. I'll be doing some movie retellings with my sister. I'll be doing some book videos. I'll be doing a whole bunch of stuff. So stick around if you wanna. I would love if you did. But anyways, I will see you guys very soon.